going on, guys? I want to thank all my new subscribers. I want to thank everybody for liking and sharing my videos. I'm coming to you today with another video today, and make sure y'all continue to like and share my videos. Check out the video right now. Coming live out of Indianapolis, Indiana. Thank you for trucking with Call Me Cooley. Today's topic, I actually wrote it down because it's a lot, but I'm trying to keep it short. For today's topic, I want to talk about what company you should go with as a new truck driver. Okay. A lot of things you want to consider when you're choosing a company is one is your home time. How often do you want to be home? Another thing is a lot of people shoot for is the money. A lot of people want to get the most money out of what company they choose from. And another thing is weekends. Not too many companies going to offer, straight out of trucking school, is going to offer weekends. You getting home weekends, but there might be a few. There might be a few to get you home weekly. Very few, slim to none. A lot of people want to stay close in the region of their home. There's a few out there that do that as well. A lot of people just want to get the miles. Want to run miles, get the experience. And then you got the guys that just want to go, just want to view the world, OTR, 48 states, and just go sightseeing, which is cool too. But what I suggest, okay, I'm gonna give you I'll give you two companies that I would suggest that you should go to. Okay, and I actually done my research on them, but I never worked for them. But they're good. They would put it like this: they're companies that I would go with. But yeah, and that's as far as company getting your training, I would go with Prime or KLLM. Those are the two companies I would go with. Now, I did company driver for 2 months, which was JB Hunt, but I did regional, which requires a 3-month experience, at least 3-month experience, and that's why I'm not gonna get too involved into that situation. But if you look at my other videos, I talk about it. But I went with JB Hunt. But like I said, Prime and KLM is two good companies I would suggest. Those are companies that I would have went with if I was trying to straight out of school, or not technically, straight out of school. Yeah, you can say straight out of school and trying to get my experience. Or if you're just trying to get your CDL, those are two good companies I would go with. Now, once you get your training, or once you get your CDL, or if you're going in to get your CDL, the things you're going to expect. Okay, now you're going to be with a trainer, a mentor, somebody that's going to train you, to know how to drive that truck. That's regardless if you're going in to get your CDL, or if you already got your CDL and you're just going in to get the training or get your experience. You're going to be with a trainer, you're going to be with a mentor. And that person right there is supposed to teach you how to drive that truck the correct way. Okay? Now, you got some guys out there that's going to train you, and they're going to go in a sleeper, and they're going to go just go to sleep, and while you're just behind the wheel, which is if that ever happens, you need to get on the phone and you need to get to your nearest terminal, and you need to get away from this guy immediately, because you're bound to get into an accident, and it can be deadly, and it can be, you know, you can really hurt somebody. So if you have a trainer that's just going to sleep and not actually teaching you anything, you need to get off that truck immediately. You need to call the dispatch or whoever and get off that truck immediately and get going. Make some moves, because you're wasting your time. Okay? Now, you're going to be with this trainer for, I believe it's like 6 weeks. Sometimes it's longer. Some people got phases when you do and whatnot. But you're going to be with this guy for 6 weeks, man. You know, I didn't have to do that. I basically, because, you know, like I talked in my other videos, I went local, and then I came out and I went to JB Hunt. And JB Hunt I didn't need a trainer because I already had experience. But anywho, you're going to be with a trainer. It might suck, but that's what you got to do to get out there to be solo. Now, I wrote down things you're going to experience as a new truck driver, and these are things you're going to experience, you know, and as part of trucking, it's just a learning curve. Now, this is not in any order. These are just things I just thought of and I jotted down. Now, once in a blue moon, you're gonna run out of fuel, right? Because you might be somewhere and you forgot to fuel up, you didn't know it was in the country, or whatever. You're going to run out of fuel, and you're going to call your dispatch. They say, hey man, I run out of fuel. You know, hey, I run out of fuel. I need some assistance. They're gonna get you straight, but it's gonna happen one time or another. And that's why you got to pre-plan. You know, what I do is I use Google Maps, and I use a satellite. I use a satellite thing, and I can see where I'm going or what it's looking like. That's what I do. I pre-plan it. And the driver trainer, he should be teaching you that. You're going to miss. You'll get missed appointments. You're not gonna be on time. And sometimes shippers and receivers. It happens. Things happen, especially your first year as a solo driver. You're new to the game. It's gonna happen. It is what it is. You know, suck it up and keep it moving, man. Sometimes you're gonna get declined loads. Sometimes when you're late to an appointment, they will decline a load. It has happened. They will decline a load, or they'll tell you to come back the next day or something like that. That's just that's just what it is. Sometimes you're gonna run out of hours. Expect that. Sometimes, and what I mean by running out of hours, you run on ELDs. You're only allowed to run 11 hours a day. Now, you take out 30 minutes, technically you're only allowed to run 10.5 hours a day. All right? Because you got to take a 30-minute break before 8 hours, or a 30-minute break before 4 hours. So you're required to take a 30-minute break. Sometimes you run an hour. Sometimes you get so frustrated that you got to meet appointments and all this, and you run out of hours. Now you're driving. You have no hours. Put it like that. It happens. It is what it is. Do what you got to do, but don't break the law, because if you get pulled over doing that, you will get a ticket. And the company is not. You might lose your job, especially as a company driver. You're going to get breakdowns. It's going to happen. It's a truck. It's a machine. You're going to get breakdowns. I don't care if they give you a brand new truck. You're going to get a breakdown. Breakdowns happen. You know, it is what it is. You got to take it or leave it, man. You're going to get breakdowns. Sometimes you might get broke down on the side of the road in the middle of nowhere. You don't got a CB radio. Your phone's out of service. It happened to me. But you'll figure it a way, because you're going to want to get out that situation. So it's going to happen. You're gonna have long days and long nights. You're gonna have times where you just want to go home. Man, you're gonna be like, man, I don't want to do this anymore. You might drive for like forever. You might drive a whole 11 hours, man. That's tiring, you know. You might run 3,000 plus miles in 1 week. It's going to happen. But never give up, man. You just can't give up. You got to keep rolling. You got to keep rolling. You got to have the mindset and know what you're here for and who you're doing it for, what you're doing it for. You know, some of y'all got kids, you know. Some of you got a wife, some of you got a girlfriend, you know. There's things you want to do in life. You know, you want to be successful. You want more money for your family. You want to be, you want to bring something to the family. Hey, this is what I do. I'm making great money doing it, and I love it. You know, you gotta suck it up. You know what I'm saying? You know, you're driving a truck. You know before you drive a truck, or you know before you got the CDL, you knew what you're getting yourself into. Put it like that. So you're gonna have long days and long nights. You're gonna be out 2 to 3 weeks at a time. That's a long time. It is what it is. That's why I say do your research on these companies. See what best fits you. You're gonna go through different types of weather conditions. You're going to different states through these different type of weather conditions. They got crazy weather, wind. You're going over bridges and empty, winds blowing, and it's going to start to sway. Your trailer's going to start to sway. Icy roads, snow. Hey, rule of thumb: if you're on the West Coast and there's chain laws in effect, just pull over. It's not worth it. It is not worth it at all, especially as a company driver. If a chain law is in effect, pull over. It is not worth it. Do not take the chance to put the chains on and you ride in the mountains. It is not worth it. Just pull over. It is what it is. Tell your dispatcher, hey, I can't make the load, make delivery. It's too dangerous. And make sure you get that through an ELD, a text message, some type of written format. Don't have that. Don't have that phone conversation and tell your dispatcher, hey, it's not safe. I don't feel safe. That doesn't need to be a phone conversation. That needs to be written down through the ELD. You can message through the ELD or some type of text message or something. Proof for your safety. Okay. You're gonna have trouble backing into docks. Okay. Typical 1 year learning curve. It's learning. You're gonna learn. You'll get there. I'm going through this kind of fast because for some reason YouTube only allows me to do 15 minutes. You're gonna have trouble backing into docks. Just take your time. That's all I can say. Take your time. Okay? Sliding your tandems. You're gonna have to learn how to slide your tandems because you gotta know the weight on each axle. Okay? Your drive axle's gotta be less than 34,000 pounds. Your trailer axle gotta be less than 34,000 pounds. You gotta know how to slide your tandems. When you get to these old weigh scales, if you don't know, just ask somebody. It never hurts to ask. It's better off asking somebody than getting pulled over by DOT or going through a weigh station and you're over your axles. It's a ticket. You don't want that. You're gonna have to learn how to feel the pump, how to feel at the pump. It's not hard, but you definitely want to start getting your rewards cards, like your love cards, your pilot cards, CAs, and petrol. Get those cards, use them, and you will get free showers, free coffee, and sometimes free meals, depending on how many points you have. It's 50 gallons or more, you will get a free shower. Take advantage of that, especially as a company driver, because you're not paying for fuel. Why not? I went over the CAT scale. You gotta learn how to use the CAT scale. Some companies have some type of CAT scale where you can use the Catskill app. But they should teach you all that. But that's pretty much a breakdown of what company you should go with as a new truck driver. These are things you need to look into. These are what you should expect when you get into trucking. Like I said, if you have any more questions, I leave my email, my Snapchat, my Facebook, my Instagram, all that. Hit me up. Hit me up in the comments. Anything. Alright? Make sure y'all put the thumbs up for the good content. Like and subscribe my videos. Like I always say, stay humble, stay humble, be patient.